If you are somebody that's looking to close high ticket clients, either utilizing this thing right here or an application funnel, then this video is going to be one of the most important videos that you're going to watch. In this video, I'm going to be revealing to you and taking you behind the scenes to deconstructing an actual high ticket funnel to close clients on the phone. And by the end of this video, if you watch the entire thing, you'll be able to understand and gain clarity to what it is that you need to be doing if you want to effectively close high ticket clients utilizing this thing right here. Let's begin.
Small background, I work for a real estate investment firm as a contract worker, and they haven't even entered the digital era. The last time they advertised was in 2010. They were like the pioneers of real estate investment in Australia. They had the back cover of like the Bible, so they were just filling it for a long time, and then they never entered themselves into the digital age. So my job is actually to collate a lot of real estate information and put it into one report. The one question is your list size and the relationship that you have with them is in direct correlation to the amount you earn to your income level.
Yes.
And we're in the bigger financial range.
Yep.
So we make $30,000 a commission.
Yep.
So I was wondering how that correlates and get a little bit insight to bigger transactions.
Great question. So your concern that you just brought up is very, very common when someone is selling real estate, yes, high ticket, physical products. Many times when I talk about content creation, frameworks, infusing digital with physical, people might not be able to see the correlation between content creation and selling a $1.7 million product. People might not see the correlation between content marketing and a $50,000 tractor, right? They're thinking like, but how would content marketing or my framework help me sell more of this thing? Okay. And the way to think about this is what makes the sale effective is not when we're trying to sell the offer or the product. In order for me to sell a 41K offer, I create a funnel that shares with people what this process is. And I begin with free content on social media. Now, with the free content on social media, I introduced the concepts of compounding, leverage, outsourcing. And then for people interested, I introduce them to my funnel, which is a $795 low ticket offer, right? And then I send them to the done with you version, $297, and then there's a done for you version. And for people who have the money but no time, I send them to my application funnel if they want to work with my agency and my company at this level. You gotta think about the product that I want to sell. Is that the entire process? Is that step number 3 out of the 5-step process? Because most people try to sell the product itself. And if you are trying to sell the product itself, that might be a tough sell. So think of an opt-in page whereby if you're driving traffic and if your opt-in page is less than 10% or even less than 20% or 15%, when you are paying Facebook money, you're not going to maximize your returns because the bottle is leaking. The funnel is leaking. So you could be spending 10 grand running ads in here, but there's holes in your sales process if your opt-in form is a 10% conversion. Okay, so back to this. I'd like you to think about, what does your Facebook ad promise right now? Do you know what it promises?
I wanted to relieve the stress by telling them that Australia's #1 cash flow analysis software is free and it's able to be used on any Australian investment property, and what the software can do.
Okay, great. Guys, listen to this, okay? So right now, Chris, he mentions his software, but remember, people don't wake up in the morning or browse Facebook or watch YouTube videos thinking about, I wonder what software I can use to help me invest in real estate better, right? People are not thinking like that. Chris, which part of the world are you from?
Australia.
Okay, here's what people are thinking. People are thinking, I wonder if prices of property in Australia is going to go up or down in Australia this year. I wonder, based on the current landscape in the property market, is it better to invest in developer units or sub-sale? this is the conversation that's happening in people's head. So we need to first stop trying to sell our product and create content that enters the conversation that people are already having. And when we create that content based on the conversation that people are having, that is when we can introduce our product, okay? So just think of it as, whether it's information, whether it's digital, whether it's physical, whether it's a calculator, whether it's a service, it needs to come from this angle. So imagine if you created an ad or a YouTube video or a Facebook post that says, is the prices of property in Perth going to go up or down? Hey guys, this is Chris here, and today I'm going to walk you through my thought process on whether I think the prices of property in Perth is going to go up or down this year. And guess what? The answer is going to surprise you. And if you want to have an unfair advantage when it comes to investing in property, make sure you watch till the end of this video. Okay, so let's begin. Now, when it comes to evaluating property, there is really just 5 main things that I look at. And most of the time, people only look at number 1. Number 1 is the obvious thing. You know what number 1 is? Number 1 is location. You hear of it all the time, right? People say location, location, location. Okay, great. That's the obvious one. What is number 2? Number 2 is, what is the cash flow that property would yield? Now, one of the things that I do when it comes to thinking about whether a property is going to be profitable or not, even before I begin, one of the things that I use is my own property calculator. Now, what exactly is a property calculator? Well, when it comes to investing in property, I actually created a proprietary document that helps me in the decision making when it comes to determining the ROI for a property is. Would you like to be able to find out whether a property is profitable or not before you even invest in it? So this is how it works. In front of me, I have a property ROI calculator that I personally use. Do you know how it works? Here's what I do. Okay, number 1, I key in the purchase price of the unit that I'm looking at. I key in the amount of percentage of loan that I can get, the current annual interest rate, how many years I'm taking. Done. It instantly tells me how much I need to make in terms of payment per month. And then after that, all I need to do is I go to a property website, I take a look at the current monthly rental. And just from this quick calculation alone, I will instantly be able to tell if a property is going to have a positive cash flow before I even buy it. Wouldn't you agree that when it comes to investing in property, this is one of the most basic things that you'll be doing? Hey, guess what? Good news. By the way, in the link below this video, I just included a link that will enable you to download this free calculator. So before you even do anything else, before you find out what number 3 is, make sure you click on the link below if you would like to download this calculator, a calculator that I created. It took me years to create it, but now you get it for free. Okay, so we're gonna do that right now before we move on to number 3. Here's number 3, right? So now you just integrated content with a calculator, because nobody cares about the calculator. People care about how it will help them get that big picture. Well, I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes to this coaching call. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway is. And as always, be sure to smash the like button. It does help the channel out a little bit. And to subscribe to this channel if you want to be notified of future videos just like this one. Now, some of you asking me, how can I be part of this process? How can I ask you questions? How can I have you coach me or mentor me? We want to make sure that we are working with the people that's the right fit. You'll need to fill up a form. There's a link right below this video. Somebody on my team might give you a call to interview you to see if they're right fit for each other. And if you want to apply and see if you're a good fit, then all you need to do is click on this link in the description box below and my team will be in touch with you.